Well, hello there guys, and welcome to Carrier Deck. This is a game that I've actually had the good fortune of seeing before release, etc. Really had a lot of time to play around, but I am not the best at this game, not by a long shot, and for somebody like me who's very anxious by nature, as many of you know, it can cause some panic attacks, but this game has actually taken off. It's really more of a management game of a Carrier Deck than it actually is a simulation, although people could see it as both. And we're going to jump right into quick game mode. We're going to start with Lieutenant, the easiest game mode to start with, of course. And basically, this is not the campaign, this is quick mode, where we get to start off. So, really quickly, we need to start sending planes out, guys, to search for enemy targets to protect the carrier. And of course, I've got a few ideas here, so I'm going to send that one out to search for planes. I'm going to send this one out to search for ships. While that's happening, I'm going to be arming the rest of these, oh, sorry, guys. While that's happening, I'm going to be arming these guys to search for submarines. Now, the thing about the submarines here, or the helicopters, is they're the only ones that can take out submarines. I think there is one other class that can take them out, but we're also going to turn in these Super Hornets into, basically arm them, and you can actually see into anti-naval and anti-air weapons, basically. So you can actually see the guys on the carrier getting there. We've got all sorts of great camera views here. You've got the deck view, you've got the landing view, you've got the launching view, etc. But right now, we've got to get back into free mode. We've actually taken a long time. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy up, get ready to fly. Come on, boys, let's do it. Find some enemies. So to do this, we first have to go ahead and set up a mission, and to do that, we have to select the right aircraft. We're going to queue the EC-2, send him out. We're going to queue the second EC-2, and you can actually see on the radar in the center that now we can see what's ahead of us, and that's very, very helpful. And if we go ahead on the launching platform, we can actually watch these planes take off, which I think is one of the coolest parts of the actual game itself. We're going to go ahead and go to the free view here, and we're going to head over to this plane. Now this is, and I've got to forget the name of this plane to be honest with you. This is definitely a plane that can find submarines, one of the few that can find submarines, and of course the choppers will go to take it out. So once again, we are going to get rid of that invalid launch message, because we know it's an invalid launch. Here we go. Get out of here. So of course these guys are going to search for enemies. We've got 12 waves of enemies left, and there's also a wave of land enemies on the bottom. And there we go. We got a hostile aircraft, guys. It's going to be our first mission. Let's get this guy ready to go. Now we also have to make way on the carrier itself for landing. So let's do this, and I highly recommend, guys, if you're going to play this game, you absolutely have to do the tutorials, or else you're not going to know what the hell you're doing. So we're going to take off here with the Super Hornet. Getting over a tiny cold here, so you might hear some coughs every now and again. And he's going to probably take out that ship. Now, sometimes certain enemy planes require more than one attacker. They require 2 attackers, they require a radar plane, all sorts of stuff. Another really cool thing here, that is going to be the fact that we actually can go below deck and try to bring up some more planes. And we've got some very interesting ones here, but let me actually go above deck. It looks like right now, it could just be for this mission, we can't lower our actual craft here, which is a little strange. And there we go, there's another aircraft detected. We desperately need to land this craft quickly. And actually, while we're doing that, we'll arm this one. We'll rearm it for air units. Now, we could refuel these planes, and unfortunately, if you guys see those hooks, it did not get caught by the hook. That plane missed the hook. So a lot of the times, and I was listening to a ton of aircraft carrier footage when working on this game, basically a lot of the times what they'll say is on the hook, or hooked, and what this means is that the plane has been caught by one of these landing hooks, and a lot of the times in this game you're going to have that landing hook fail, which happens depending on the speed that the plane is coming in, the trajectory that it actually gets to its target, etc. So you can see that F-14 is going off to take out the enemy there as quickly as possible, and while that's happening, I'm going to arm this guy for a naval battle. Just get the feeling it's going to be Navy next, pretty sure. And in a lot of these missions, we're playing the easiest mode here in Quick Game, but in a lot of these missions, you'll get more and more planes that are not part of your actual craft coming in, so you've got to toggle and deal with a lot of different planes. You've got to obviously work with the planes below deck, bring them up, etc. So there's a lot of difficulties in that. That's why I'm really playing the easy mode right now. I want to have an easy ride here, and I hope I'm doing the right thing. Alright, come on in. Tiger E43. believe that's what he said. Maybe you guys can put down what you think he said in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and get him here, and we'll arm him for an air mission. But you can actually hear that beeping sound, and that's just a warning. So you can see we've spotted a submarine. So I'm going to queue one of our choppers for a submarine mission, and we're out of here. Now, we also have to be aware that at any moment, you know, we might have more than one attacker in a particular given space. We've got to be ready for all those eventualities. And that's how you become a good player of the game, is you've got to be ready all the time. And that can be pretty difficult sometimes, to be quite honest with you. Here we go. Let's go, Super Hornet. First of all, good shot by the chopper there, killing the submarine. And we're still moving. All right, this guy's ready to go. Yup, definitely. And we can fit another Super Hornet in here. In fact, we'll take a look at the landing camera. See this guy come in? Oh, yeah, baby. All right, let's go to the free. Come on, we got to be quick. We got to be quick. We don't want to crash. I do kind of want to show you guys a crash before the end of this, but I'm trying to get a better score. Sorry, guys. And we see another evil little sub here, so we're going to send that chopper out. Now, I would suggest when you're sending choppers out and bringing them in, be very careful, because even if you put them on the correct spot, the fact that both of these blades are whirring at the same time could cause an explosion. They could crash, and sometimes planes will crash or come in damaged. You've got to fix them, repair them, and get them back out into the fight. And look at how well these F-18s are doing. They're getting so many kills here, the F-18 Super Hornet. But we haven't spotted any actual naval targets yet. Now we're bringing in an EC-2. I believe it's an EC-2. One of you grognards may correct me, but this is definitely a big plane, and this is a very important plane. Because this guy can search for submarines. So to get him to search for submarines, we actually have to put him in a position where he can be armed up. He can't be armed up like over here, places like that, but he can be armed up right here. We're also going to outfit this guy for a wonderful mission here. An air mission.
Hostile aircraft detected.
Okay, another hostile aircraft. Man, it never ends. We have a lot of hostile aircraft during this mission, I have to admit. And that happens. Alright, come on, come on. Arm up. Now, at any time during this game, you can hold spacebar, and basically it will fast forward. I don't want to do that right now, because we're kind of about to get into a mission, hopefully, if this guy can make it to the takeoff zone quickly enough. If not, we might have to wait a little bit. So, oh, Q. I think I got it. I think I got him, guys. I think I got him. We might have to actually wait for him to show up on the radar. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work, but I know we've got a lot of aircraft coming in, and we've got to get them off this area quickly. So I'm already going to set up one of these guys on the takeoff platform. So we're down to 7 waves, and I want to get to the very end. I hope we don't have a crash here with the EC-2. And we did get a kill. You can see the little explosion there. So 6 waves left. And this guy also has to get the hell out of here. We didn't even send this guy out. Let's send him out. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Yes, I know we have to get him off. We don't have time. There we go. Okay. For this guy, we're going to go ahead, queue him. No, sorry. Cancel. See? This happens. Queue. And so for this guy, once again, we're going to arm one for ship mission and the other one for the air mission. Now, so far, we've been attacked almost entirely by air units and subs, but that could always change. So you want to always be ready, prepared. And I'm going to go ahead and arm 2 of these guys with some beautiful anti-submarine munitions. And I'm going to leave one of them just unattended, and the reason I'm doing this is because in this game, you can actually have crashes, which you can have, obviously, on a real naval deck. Oh, he missed the hook. You can have crashes, and then you've got to go rescue sometimes, depending on if they survive the crash, you've got to rescue people. And that can be pretty tough, pretty challenging, actually, to do it in time. And oh my gosh, we're going to get hit by one of these planes for sure, so I'm going to take off before we can get hit. Q. But we're not going to be able to stop that one. There's no way. I think I'll arm this guy for an air mission. In fact, we might have gotten one more F-18. Oh yeah, there we go. We got hit, guys. And if you look in the upper left corner, you actually see the health of the ship. So we still have to survive 6 of these. Now, I already see one. He's going to get taken out. But this guy is going to have to go back, and we're going to have to put the EC-2 in his place. And be careful how you set these guys up, because they can crash into each other when they're moving. You know, clearly these pilots don't have a mind of their own. It's really up to you, the commander, to basically go ahead and, you know, lead them into service, lead them into duty, etc. You go ahead and get this guy going as well, Q. Get out of here, boys. Love to see those takeoffs, but I hate that fire. And obviously, as that fire is happening, it's doing some damage, but we've got crews dealing with it. Basically, sort of the carrier equivalent of fire extinguishers. And we finally got a ship. We're going to go ahead and target him. So I'm already going to set the mission up. Although I don't recommend setting the mission up until you're actually there, because something could happen. You know, a sub could pop up out of nowhere. We just don't know. But in this case, I think with the lieutenant ranking, we're pretty safe. And we should be just fine. There he goes. He's going to take that guy out. For now, we just kind of get to look around. Just a beautiful ship here. You don't want to lose it. This is based off the USS Ronald Reagan, which I believe is one of the biggest carriers in the U.S. fleet. It might not be the biggest, but it is a big one. And there we go. We got a beautiful kill on the ship, but you can see how quickly those Hornets come in. When you go up to the tougher difficulties, landing them on a crowded carrier can lead to some serious problems. And there we go. Aircraft detected. We got our next mission. Go for it, boys. I'm actually going to fast forward here. I just want to show you guys the fast forward button. And we will go ahead, target him, Q. Go get him, boys. Go ahead and put this guy back where he belongs. This guy we're going to arm for an air mission. Got to always stay on top of these things, guys. If you leave these guys, you know, basically not ready to deal with a certain situation, things are going to be very, very hard for your crew, as you could probably imagine. So that guy's going to be outfitted for an air mission. I think this guy can be outfitted for a naval mission, because a lot of times you'll get destroyers or bigger ships that actually require more than one plane to take out, which, as you can imagine, can be a serious problem. Bring this guy in. We'll put this guy over here ready to take off, because we're going to need room to put the EC2 here. I believe it's an EC2. I'm sure someone's going to correct me and give me the proper name, but I really do think it is an EC2. And we know we have 3 attacks left. Now this gets tougher in each consecutive quick game. You can even do survival mode, which is basically seeing how quickly you can actually survive. And as you can see, we did get an extra chopper, because now we don't have a landing pad for that one, which means we're going to have to send a chopper out on a recon mission. Otherwise, we would have a serious crash on our hands right here. In fact, I maybe should have shown you guys that, so you get an idea of how the crashes happen in this game. But sorry, guys, we're trying to play the game correctly. And actually, I don't think I'll use this guy anymore. Bring him back. We've got enough choppers to go ahead and do their own recon. And there we go. We got a sub, sure enough. We're going to target the sub first. Queue up the chopper. And we're going to go ahead and queue up the air mission as well, so we get to send both of these guys out at once. And that is going to be absolutely excellent. Of course, with the takeoff mode, you can see not just plane, but also the chopper. I also believe, guys, that for those of you with an iOS or something, maybe not like very strong computer, that this game is available. I'm pretty sure it's available on iOS. Please do double check, or it soon will be. And that's absolutely going to get a lot of people to start playing this game. Arm that guy for an air mission. Good shot, Airman. And I believe the name is Airman. It's not Soldier. Land him, son. And there we go. It's gonna end up being an aircraft, the final mission, guys. Oh, look at that! We got our first kill, and unfortunately, that really didn't have anything to do with us. He caught the actual hook wrong, and he spun out and unfortunately blew up. That can happen in any mission, so even if you do everything perfectly, you're still going to have those possible disasters that occur, and you got to be ready for them, guys. You really do. I'm actually, sorry, going to select this guy. There we go.
Good to go.
Enemy destroyed. Let's hope this guy has a better landing. He's coming in really strong, but he's going to make it. We can actually set him up over here because we know that that's going to be the last enemy attack. And this nation is destroyed. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Their Army and Navy could not beat us, and we got a complete level, guys. So for this, we've got a Seaman Apprentice. I got 5 stars. I could have done much better, but I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys will take a look at Carrier Deck. As you can see over here, you don't just have your basic survival and quick game mode. You also have a huge campaign here to go through a number of different places, of course, in the world, really. And the Arctic. Oh, you guys have got to get there. But I do recommend you picking this game up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure to always share when you can. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day.